Okay, let's see. I got a song that's on. I'm going to turn the radio off. I just want to let you know that for all those who see the rainbow, the gold, the light at the end of the tunnel, we live in a dome. Now the question is it a dome here and a dome here? See the way the dome opens up and they go around each other as the earth goes around the sun apparently? For what you think you know, for what you actually know because you saw it, you heard it, you imagined it. Which one of these? You're growing up right now. Right now, I just want to tell you that the Mr. Tack Pans, if you're 45 and over, it's only men watching me. When I was getting a lot of views, I was getting a lot of women watching me. I think women have a better hold on certain things. And I just don't want to say it that way. Then I'd be saying that homosexuals and gays would rather watch me because they're more open. But I don't even like to bring. It's just like if I tell you that if you're a certain religion, you're going to like me, right? Like Scientology might like me because of the truth that comes out of the reality. But you tell me that you've seen this world go around in some way. You've seen movies, you've seen Avatar, right? And the reality of everything is everything's on the up and up. And that would be the truth. When they bury you 6 feet down. They always tell you it's greener on the other side with 7 Up. The spirit of 76 is the reverse of 1 and 6 on the dice cube. Now I take games, I take letters, and I place them in the English alphabet from 1 to 26, Z being 26. I also reverse it as Z being 1 and A being 26. I also split it in half. Where A through N is 1 through 14, creating 15 as a total. 14 and 1 is 15, and that would be the complete alphabet. Or I would use the other half as 15M and 26, and that would create 41. So it would be 1441. Now, if you look online, you will find Grover hanging on a flagpole from Sesame Street with a sign saying 1441. The numeric value in the advanced category for numbers, okay, is 1 through 26. The number to the SUN is 19, 21, and 14, telling me that artificial intelligence, through the creation, 2 and 1, Venus and Mars, because the first and second planet, or running with the 2 moons of Mars and the 1 moon of Earth. Yet there's also, I think, 2 moons on Pluto, 2, 2, and 1. Okay, so 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 will create 3 and 2, 5. 1 and 2 will create 3, or A, B, C, 5 jacks and 5 jack being the numeric value for the Earth. 54 being the numeric value for the Sun. Now we have to use a little mathematics. 3 times 14 is 52. 2 times 27 equals 54, or 9 times 6 equals 54. All these are exact. Everything else will create dividing lines. Now back to the alphabet. If we go 1 through 14, what is the center, right? Between 1 through 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means 7 and 8 will be on both sides, or G and H, where they can be put together and used as F letter. When you go to the other side, when you go to M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. So ST is in saint, as in set, as in Estee Lauder, or part of the French language for stating I am and I have. When God said to Moses, I am who I am, he's actually saying Je suis et j'ai, I have and I am who I am. I have the power. And if you go through music and the songs and every vibration that makes us feel good, through the loudness and the sharpness, we'll actually see other words that promote the reality of the relationships of numbers. Says nothing until things start to match. And things that start to match is when you work in colors, because colors are an easy match. If you take white and put it to red, you make a completely new color. You don't make a soft color. You make the white with the red, you make it pink. You make the white and the black, you call it gray. But when you take white and blue, you call it a baby blue. So these are the relationships of heart conscience reality towards words, making a new conscient number. When you want to know about 666, which is the V in one angle, the V letter going upward, that is one reality, using minus 90 and plus 90 to create that. You know, 90 degrees goes here, 90 degrees goes here, but now you go in 90 minutes. You're actually going to the 10:30, 1:30 mark, which is the 90 minutes. 10:30 is actually 10.5, and that's noted as the hand of God, because if I sat here all day and explained every single number, you would understand, right? So if you go to the right, it's actually 1:30 is half, so it's 1.5. If you go to the left, okay, it's 10:30, which is also 1.5. 1 and 0 is 1, and the 30 equals to the half, where 30 creation is half. So I'm just going to keep the video to basic. And now I just want to talk about energy. We can create energy through plant products. Now, hemp, marijuana, is one of the greatest products that you can put out there. I'm not going to explain it. Look online. They're going to tell you everything. I don't have to tell you. There's a million scientists on there. We just need someone to play the secretary and send us in the right direction. And how are we going to decide? One of the greatest ways that we're going to end up deciding is if we can end up voting online, voting in our court system for tickets that we don't have to run and pay parking. I'd rather spend $12.99 and stay at home and stay here on Skype or Messenger and talk to the judge, and I'd have to be in the camera with my lawyer at the same time, and you're guilty or not guilty, $12.99 or $13.99. You don't have to show up at the court anymore. The same thing should happen through voting. Now everybody's going to say, well, there's going to be cheating. Well, Bitcoin cheating and stock market cheating, and they're still cheating anyways. If we set it up properly in encryptions and have 1, 2, 3, 4 voting stations online, we can use Facebook, we can use Twitter, we can use PayPal for voting, right? We can use PayPal. We can use Square for voting. We can use all the banks for voting. And if they can get into your voting at their bank, they're getting into your bank account. So you tell me that there's not an alternative way. Instead of all these politicians going on the road, you're going up there, you're saying, hoo-ha, your heart is pumping, you got somebody in, when we can just put our name on the ballot list, and you see my name on the ballot list, and you want to vote for me, you check me off. What do I know? I know that I can hire a bunch of people who know a whole lot of things, who I can sit down with, and I can just be the director, and through my expertise of understanding the basic knowledge of how we can create energies and how we have to have trade between the countries, and what products my country creates and what products each individual state or each individual province or each individual country creates. And at the same time, all these people on welfare and the homeless. Well, if we had a little system that said, hey, you want more money? This is the obligation. You have to buy Canadian-made products in the stores. We're going to tax it a different way in the stores to buy Canadian-made. You decide. You buy Canadian-made, you give Canadian jobs, somebody goes home, they spend that money. Canadian-made, American-made, province-made. Yeah, it'll cost a little bit more, but with all the computers right now, it's so much easier than before, and that's a base cost. We spend so much money putting papers through and through the oils. There's way more. We have enough plastic in this world to create enough oil for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And then eventually weed it out, right? Bring weed in, you know? Alternative energy. Anyways, we're going to leave it at that. Raphael, if you like this video, please share this video. You're coming here from the House of Paint, where I learned everything I need to know, and coming back to this world where the numbers, right, will defeat the Bible, because it'll help the Bible and the people looking at the Bible whether or not what is life, and if there is an afterlife. The numbers will talk words, and the words that were created here is impossible, because we didn't have computers before to create every single word in the Webster dictionary under the definitions, explaining everything backwards in numbers. Impossible. And if you came to the last letter, I will tell you the greatest thing in the world, the vibration of 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. What the number 7 does when you divide it into 3 numbers. Fantastic. Pi is actually, I broke pi up and I made a pattern out of pi. And I don't want to share it right now because it's in 100 of my videos, and if you haven't found it yet, that's okay. And I'm tired. I don't want to share it again because I need to keep it for myself. Because if I don't keep this for myself, I'll be stepped on, manipulated, and everything will be reversed upside down, and everything I say will be worth nothing other than to the people, and we won't be able to advance. The reason we won't be able to advance is because of security measures. Security measures because we're owned right now. Until all these categories of security are balanced out for the people instead of totally against the people, well, not against the people, but in a certain fashion, so we can't rise above a certain level for our own word to be heard is what I meant. I don't mean protection. I don't mean somebody on the street. I don't mean against war. I'm just talking. And we have chemtrails, and we have vaccines, and we have the trade wars going on, and we have tons of money being spent in all the wrong places. And anyways, I don't want to say any more. Thank you for watching this video.